Hello, my name's Edith Jonathan.
And I'm Aria Larry Coates. And this is the South Bristol Scoop. The girls' basketball team finished off their season by winning the entire Bus Line League. They beat Jefferson in the South Final and Lincolnville in the championship game in dramatic fashion in overtime. And now Edith will interview the 8th grade girl, Mackenzie.
Hello, my name is Edith Jonathan, and today I'm here with Mackenzie McDonald. So let's get started. Did you enjoy your season?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun this season.
What are you most proud of this season?
That we went 17-0.
What was it hard to combine with Bristol Consolidated School?
No, I personally found it easy. I'm friends with a lot of them, so it was pretty easy for me.
What was the best part?
Just the team. We had good chemistry and we all got along very well.
Now, Helena had a talk with Ava.
Hello, I'm Helena Begonia, and I'm here with Ava, interviewing her on the Ice House Harvest fundraiser. What made this year's Ice Harvest different from past years?
A lot less people fell in compared to last year, and it was the biggest harvest seen in a few years.
How much money did the 8th grade class raise at the fundraiser and in general for their Washington, D.C. trip?
They made $188 at the fundraiser and over $15,000 in total.
How much of the ice was collected?
There was about 9 feet of ice filling the building when they were done, and each block was 2 feet by 3 feet by 18 inches and 500 to 550 pounds.
What were some of the highlights from this year's?
The motorized ice cutter worked this year, and my dad fell in.
Thanks for listening. I'm Helena, reporting on the Ice House Harvest fundraiser.
And now, news from the rest of the world with Edith.
ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, and other popular AI chatbots are growing in popularity, but these chatbots have a major weakness, and that is summarizing news stories. Yes, it's not just Apple, but other AI tools are also having trouble in summarizing the news for users, according to a new study. And now for some local sports with Aria.
The Outdoor Adventure Club went on a trip. 16 of the 21 middle schoolers went to Lost Valley for a night of downhill skiing on Monday. For some, it was their first time on skis, and for a few, it was their second time ever. We had some crashes, but overall, it was a really fun trip. Thank you, Miss Jordan, for planning this for our school. For Circus Arts, we started right after Christmas break, and it is coached by Miss Jordan and Mr. Begonia. We do so many things there, like tube walking, juggling, balancing, and much, much more. We conclude with a performance for the school and for the community in early April. We will tell you when we have an exact date. Running Club starts Friday, February 28th after school. It is coached by Mr. Begonia, and the students are training to run a 5K race at the end of the season, the Dash for Dogs 5K in Lewiston. And now, Lincoln Academy Sports and Scores with Edith.
The LA boys varsity team went to the state tournament as the 4th seed in the South. In their first playoff game, they beat Yarmouth in a 59-57 in a very close game. The semifinals, they lost to Madomic Valley 57-40. Madomic was heavily favored to win. Madomic ended up losing in the South Finals to York, so no Lincoln County team will be crowned Class B champions. Now for some girls varsity basketball. The girls varsity teams finished their season and did not make it to the playoffs. Their record was 8-10, and they finished 9th place in the Heel Point standings. Track and field. The boys and girls track and field teams both participated in the Class B state championship, boys running. Lincoln Academy's boys came in 9th out of 33 teams that competed. They scored 20 points. Greeley High School won the state championship in a landslide. David Winchenbach finished 3rd in the 55-meter hurdles, and Jordan Anderson is your state champion for the 55-meter dash. He won the preliminary heats and finished first in 6.64 seconds in the final. What a season he's had. Jordan also finished 7th in the 200-meter dash, scoring more points for the team. Owen Carr came in 7th for the mile run. Now for some girls running. The girls came in 23rd in their 31-team state championship meet. They scored 7 points. Greeley High School won the girls' championship as well. Scoring for the LA girls team were SBS alumnus Mercy Buckwilder, who came in 2nd in the 55-meter dash and 8th in the 200-meter dash, scoring team points in both events. We are so proud of you, Mercy. Dylan Burmeister finished 5th in the 2-mile race. She did not participate in the 1-mile race so that she could get ready for both girls' relay races. Let's pause for a moment before we go on to New England sports. We'd like to sincerely thank our sponsors of our program. Many thanks to the First National Bank, to the Coastal Locker Room, and the Rotary Legs Club. We couldn't do this without you.
The Boston Bruins are just getting back into action after the Four Nations Cup that ended with Canada beating the U.S. 3-2 in overtime. The Bruins lost 3-2 in overtime to Anaheim in their first game back. Against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Tuesday, the Bruins lost in overtime again, 5-4. The Boston Celtics also had a break for the NBA All-Star Game. In their first game back, they beat the New York Knicks 118-100, fending off the team closest to them in the standings. Against the Toronto Raptors, the Celtics won 111-101. And now, down at the wharf. This is the latest info from Ozer's Wharf, a longtime South Bristol establishment. Lobster prices: soft-shell lobster can be now purchased for $8.85 per pound, and hard-shell lobsters are $9.35 per pound. Bait prices: herring and pogies are $2.65 per pound, and monkfish are $3.65 per pound. And from the South Bristol Fishermen's Co-op, founded in 1972, soft-shell lobster is $10.99 per pound, and hard-shell lobster is $11.99 per pound. For bait, a box of pogies is $240, and salted herring is $250 per barrel. There's no new boats on the water. Over the last few weeks, the lucky few that have gotten shrimping licenses haven't been so lucky. One of the boats that went out from Ozer's Wharf caught 8 shrimp the first time and 7 the second time. Oof. And now for your 3-day weather forecast with Edith.
The weather will be warmer this week. Today, it'll be a high of 35 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 16 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy. On Sunday, it'll be a high of 35 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 22 and cloudy. On Monday, it'll be a high of 28 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 17 and sunny.
Here's your 3-day tide forecast. Pay close attention if you want to low tides, if you want to get out there on those clam flats. The tide forecast for Saturday, March 1st. High tide will be at 11:45 a.m. and low tide at 5:34 a.m. and 5:59 p.m. On Sunday, March the 2nd, high tide will be at 12:10 a.m. and 12:32 p.m. Low tide will be at 6:22 a.m. and 6:43 p.m. And on Monday, March 3rd, high tide will be at 12:45 a.m. and at 1:22 p.m. Low tide will be at 7:12 a.m. and 7:30 p.m.
We're glad you joined us this week to get the latest on local, county, and national news.
Thanks for watching the South Bristol Scoop. And now for your 3-day weather forecast.
Hello, my name is Edith Johnson.
Let her get out of the. You gotta let her get out of this. Go ahead and do it again. Work on standing still, both of you. You're both a little itchy. She a lot worse than you, but.
And I am here interviewing Ava from 8th grade at South Bristol School on the Ice House Harvest.